Munoz and Munoz Attorneys at Law. The best in personal injury, criminal defense, call 855 Munoz Law or visit us at munozandmunoz.com.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Hey everybody in the GWC community, this is Danielle with Prospectors Federal Credit Union. Just wanted to reach out to all of you, say hello, and let you guys know we still do have that amazing CD promotion right now. 8 months, 4% APY or annual percentage yield, and it is a liquid CD. That means you can actually keep depositing funds through the entire time of that 8 months, and you also get one withdrawal with no penalty. You want to reach out to me, you can reach me at 909-396-9688. I'm at extension 2240. Or go visit us on our website, www.prospectorsfcu.org. Hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Let's Connect would not be possible without the support of our sponsors like Massage Envy with 2 locations, West Covina and Diamond Bar. Of course, our friends from Prospectors Federal Credit Union with also 2 locations, West Covina and Diamond Bar. From our friends from Med Spa Deluxe LA with also 2 locations, West Covina and Rancho Cucamonga. And let's not forget our friends from Suburban Water Systems, here in the city of Covina. And also from our friends from Plaza West Covina. Thank you so much to Plaza West Covina for being a great supporter and sponsor of our show, Let's Connect Now.
Megamix Expo, San Gabriel Valley 2025. Connect with industry leaders, business solutions workshops, elevate your brand to new heights. Don't miss this electrifying 2-day event. Join us March 12th and 13th at the Santa Anita Park, Arcadia, California. Secure your spot now at megamixexpo.com.
Okay, everybody, we are back, and we have a very special guest with us.
I know. This was so exciting for me. It's been a long time.
Yeah, you've been talking about it for a long time.
Yes, we definitely have. And so today we have Mr. Gil Cisneros, who is currently running for the 31st Congressional District. Welcome to Let's Connect Now.
No, thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
No, we appreciate you. I mean, I heard a lot of great things about you, and seen you a couple of times at certain community events and stuff. So never had the opportunity to really say hi, but today when you walked in the office, I was like, yes. Oh, hi. How are you doing there, sir? So it was amazing. But no, man, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate you.
Yeah. No, it's my pleasure, and thank you for asking me to be here. And hopefully this will be one of many
yes,
visits.
Absolutely. So why don't you formally tell our viewers a little bit about you, which most probably already know, but what about for those that don't know?
Well, I'm a kid who grew up in Southern California. Joined the Navy at 18. Went and lived my adventure. I got very lucky that I always say a chief petty officer saw something in me that I didn't see in myself yet, and asked me to apply to this program that led to a Navy ROTC scholarship. So got out of the Navy, went to college, then came back into the Navy as an officer, and tried to really kind of improve myself, right? And I've had I think a great opportunity to live in different parts of around the United States because of my education and my time in the Navy. Spent some time in Europe as well. But California's home, and it always brings you back, and
Yes.
that's where we are now.
Yeah.
But I'm married. My wife Jackie. We've been married 19 years.
Nice.
We have twin boys.
Oh.
About 10 years old. They're like our own little Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger because they're about 6 inches and
really?
6-inch difference in size.
Are they fraternal twins?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, but they're they're great. They're a handful, and they never cease to amaze us.
Yeah. Well, it's just the beginning. 10 years old? Yes, just the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no. So I'm happy that you're the chosen one, because I know for a fact this is going to be great. But I mean, I'm very we just love Congresswoman Grace Napolitano. She's someone that I think I've mentioned to you before. I looked up to her for so many years, known her, and worked with her and sat with her, and great mentor, has done such great things in the community. How do you plan to step into those and fill those shoes?
Well, I've known Grace now for a long time. Well, first, actually, let me say, it's not over yet.
I know.
We still have to, we still have an election on November 5th. So, to your listeners,
Monica's
your
speaking into
viewers
his
out there,
existence right now.
Don't make any assumptions. I still need you to get out and vote. I still need you to get out there and vote. Vote for me on November 5th, please. Thank you. But no, Grace is, like you said, same thing, right? She's been a mentor and a friend, somebody that we've known, my wife and I, for a long time now. She used to be, she was, my member of Congress, back, years ago when we were just kind of, I was just a normal citizen, I guess we'll just say that. So we've known her a long time, and she's always been supportive of initiatives that my wife and I have done, like around education. She would come to things that we did and supported. And so, I know I got big shoes to fill. And I know she's been a big part of this community for a long time, and has championed, so many issues, from the environment to protecting our water to mental health. And, we want to continue to do those things, right? But at the same time, we want to build upon what she's done. We have different backgrounds, right? I know, like I said, I was in the Navy. I've been a military guy. That's kind of where a lot of my expertise is. I served as an Undersecretary of Defense for 2 years, in the Department of Defense for personnel readiness. And so, those are things that I think I can bring to the table, that hopefully we can continue to work with our small businesses here, bring new businesses into the district, and really kind of build our community.
And I have a question, because you said something that before you got into politics, you were just a civilian. So this is the end of Hispanic heritage. And what made you, as a Latino, correct? Latino, to want to get into politics when before I even joined the GWC and being able to see certain city meetings and stuff, and how aggressive they can be at times, where people could come and, the freedom of speech and stuff, where it could really mess somebody up. But what made you want to get involved in politics?
It was... it's going to sound kind of funny, because I majored in political science, but I never really kind of thought about being a politician or that, right? Education was the initiative that I wanted to push and that we worked for. That's why my wife and I started a foundation where we still have it, right? And we do college scholarships, and we used to have a college access program that we supported right there in Pico Rivera. And that's really kind of where I've gotten to know Grace, right? It was through the education initiatives and things that we did and we supported. And that's really what I wanted to do, right? But I think, well, I say I think, but I know what happened in 2016 after the presidential election, and Democrats lost so many seats. I think there's more that I can do. And so I started talking to some of my friends in politics about, what could I do? How could I be helpful? And then, some people had told me, you should think about running. And the next thing you know, people are telling me, and okay, when are you going to jump in? When are you going to do this? And I'm like, well, I haven't even talked to my wife yet.
She'll learn when she's on TV. Oh, hey, hi.
But that's how we did it, right? I think, I always say I think. I know that I just knew I felt that I could do more, and that I wanted to do more, and I thought it was time, to step up. And so that's kind of what I did. And, I ran for Congress in 2018. I won. Unfortunately, I lost my reelection. And that's kind of what took me to the Pentagon. But I think my experience at the Pentagon in the administration is really going to make me a lot better congressman, because having the know-how of how Congress works, having the know-how how the administration works, how legislation is moved through on both sides is really something that I can bring to the table to make sure that we can go and get things done. And even that, it's not always legislation that you need in order to get things done,
That's
right?
true.
Sometimes you just need to talk to the right people and say like, hey, can you change your policy or update it this way because we think this will be a lot more beneficial and helpful. And I had the power to do that when I was at the Pentagon in the job that I had. And so, I think it's going to be just about having some good conversations with people to make sure that we're doing what's right.
I love it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So what do you feel that for the first 6 months of you being in office would look like?
It's initially what's going to happen is, we're going to have to get set up, right? We're looking at places where we can open an office, and we kind of want to be centrally located here in the district to make it accessible for everybody, no matter where they live. We're going to have to hire a staff and all of that. So that's going to take some of the initial thing. But really, it's going to be getting out into the community, talking to business leaders, talking to our city councils, talking to our school boards, really about how I can be helpful, how I can be supportive, what are their priorities, and really how can we make that work, and how can I be your partner here in the community? That's really what we're going to focus on. That's what we're going to do.
That's pretty
like it.
awesome. So we, one of the things that we want to encourage everybody is, to get out and vote. A lot of people have given up on that.
Yes.
And that's so discouraging because if people feel that, it's just one vote. I don't matter. What would you say to people? Why? Because people ask me, well, why should I? It's just me. But it counts.
It does count.
It counts.
Well, let me
does
just
count.
add to that before you answer that. Some people have said, like they decided I'm not even going to vote, but when you don't vote, you're still voting,
Right.
Because someone's going to win. So go ahead.
I had a conversation with a young woman the first time I ever ran. I was like, well, and she said exactly what you just said. It's one vote. Like, it's not really going to matter. Things don't change. But you can look at the situation we're in right now, right? The Supreme Court made a decision to take away women's rights, reproductive health care. They struck down Roe v. Wade. And that happened because we had a president in there who was able to nominate 3 Supreme Court justices that turned the court in a different way in order to enable and make that decision and take that away. And that is how, like, your vote, right? So if you didn't vote and you and we know, like, in 2016 when it happened, voter turnout was not as high as it was in 2008 and 2012. Those lack of votes allowed somebody to get elected who enabled, the court to become more conservative, more anti-women, and to take their rights away. And so it does matter. It does matter, and your vote, how you vote does make a difference.
Yeah, I know with some of the, some of our family members that are, they're mostly Spanish speaking, but they're U.S. citizens.
Yes.
And I tell them, so you got to get on vote. Well, who should I vote for? And that's why
You're telling Gil Cisneros.
I've been sending different propositions to different people. I just send them, Proposition 36, and because I want people to kind of read about it and see what they think, and just kind of get the ball rolling on certain things. I mean, I still have a lot of learning to do, but I feel like when we're invested in our communities, we're able to carry on those conversations and really maybe encourage them a little bit about certain things that are going to change. So that's why I was like, read about this, because everybody's concerned about, theft and crime and who's going to come
That's
in,
the big
how are they
issue
going
right
to
now,
change
yes.
it, how are they protecting our communities. That's one of the questions that is probably the most important to me, because businesses are suffering because of that. And we see it here, and it's very, very sad that, that people don't feel safe in their own communities. So, hopefully you're going to contribute a lot to that, and because that's something that is, in order for us to, to continue to keep our jobs and continue continue to do a service to our community, we need to protect those businesses, right? And so hopefully, you know, that's something that, you know, you're big on as well, because that's so important.
No, I think public safety is for our community is one of the, like you said, it's an important issue. It's something that people care about. It was an issue that came up when I was out talking around into the district when people asked me about that. But yes, I'm proud to be endorsed by the LA County Sheriff's, well, their union, and as well as the El Monte Police, you know, union, and the firefighters. You know, this is our responders, right, that are out there doing the job to keep the community safe, and we want to make sure that they're able to do their job, and we can do what we can at the federal level to help them out and to do that, right? Because it does, right? It affect the businesses. It
really
does affect the
does.
people of the community. And people just want to feel safe. People want their businesses to be safe, and we'll always champion that.
Yeah, because one of the things that we, you know, as the Greater West Covina, we love it when businesses are thriving, when people are shopping local within their community, really supporting those small businesses, because they're hard workers. You know, people work hard for their money to bring, you know, to give their children an education. I have, you know, my daughter is a 911 first responder in the city of Orange County, and I hear all the things that she says, you know, and her safety for me is first, you know, so that's something that stays in the back of my mind. She focuses on mental health.
Right.
She's a mental health specialist for that department. But no, really want to thank you. You know, and again, encourage everybody to get out and vote.
Yes, get out and vote.
Everybody, your vote matters.
Yes, because I love the fact that you're here, because I am learning a lot of this, and to even sit here, she knows this. I am a Chicano, you know, I'm a Chicano and stuff, and to learn the side of the business of what we do with the politicians and the businesses. Sometimes I share with her how she has to bring it down to layman's terms with me sometimes, because I am learning, like literally learning. But to be able to have someone like yourselves or other dignitaries come into this office and they're Latinos and Chicanos and stuff, it's motivating, because it shows that, you know, we are getting to those places of power where we can change things, because you know, as our family members, when we're just having barbecues and stuff, we always complain and say all these things, this and that and blah blah blah, but no one's really doing anything about it. But we have to share, you know, well, if you want to do something about it, run.
Yeah.
Like you said, they told you,
You
run.
got to get involved.
Get involved.
Oh no, are you a future council member?
But look, I am very proud of my my heritage, my Mexican heritage. I'm Mexican American. I'm Chicano, like yourself, and I think it is important to show people, you know, that hey, there are things that you can do, that I've done it, and we've tried to do that with, you know, through our foundation, right? We just a few weeks ago, we had an event where we highlighted these two. They call themselves Foods and Medicine. And they're in their fourth year of medical school. And it was just to hear them talk and really how far they've come and how well they're doing is just incredible, right? And it allows students to see, like, man, they're doing it.
Foods and medicine.
Why can't I do it? Follow on Instagram.
Foods and medicine.
Yeah.
I don't know, like that. That's
But
crazy.
they're, you know, it's great, right? You know, we've done that. We've done like events with Jose Hernandez, you know, astronaut. So, you know, to show people that, like, hey, there's somebody out there like me that's done it. Why can't I do it?
Yes.
You know, so we need to encourage and we need to encourage our future, right? That's our future generation to really to step up and encourage them to get out there and to be all they can be. I just stole the line from the Army right there.
I know Aiden can hear us through those headphones that he has on. So, Aiden, that was for you.
No, definitely. Thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate your
appreciate
time.
you.
Know you're a busy man. We missed you at Hispanic Heritage Month, but it's okay because there's always next year and more events that
Wait a
we'll be
minute,
able to
what's
have.
the date? Is it today the 15th?
No.
The 14th?
Yeah, we're still in Hispanic Heritage
There we
Month.
go.
more, yeah.
Yeah,
One more
so-
day.
one
Two
more
more
day.
days.
So we caught him right on the end. We caught him right on the end.
It's the best part. But well, we looked forward to having you. You know, once you stabilize in office, I'm proclaiming it again. We hope to have you here again, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you having me on. And like I said, hopefully this will be one of many.
Yes.
And I love your confidence.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
So, guys, make sure you guys tune in. Don't forget, get out and vote as well. Vote
Yes.
Gil Cisneros. But, get out and vote. And we'll see you guys every Tuesday from 6 p.m. and on Facebook and on YouTube.